Hello YouTube, Reseller Mom here. Welcome to today's video. Today I am going to do a video talk vlog about Ikea because I'm getting ready to go in and shop at Ikea this morning. It is Saturday the 12th in the morning. It's 10:10. Tomorrow, or well, tonight is daylight savings time, so this video will be out afterwards, but hopefully y'all remembered to change your clocks. So I want to talk about Ikea and some of the things that I do to make things more efficient and just anything pertaining specifically to Ikea that might be good. Ikea is one of those stores that does not have barcodes. You cannot go in there like you would a Safeway and start scanning barcodes and have any luck. In fact, scanning barcodes, I do suggest everybody should go scan barcodes. I think that really kind of gets you a lot of knowledge and everything. But I will tell you right now, most of my finds, my replens, my good sellers are not found by a barcode. They are initially maybe found by a barcode. Like I may find a mustard that sells well with a barcode, but then I'm going to be looking for a 2-pack, a 3-pack, a multi-pack, a bundle or whatnot with that good selling mustard in it that will then have less competition and better margins. So Ikea is one of those stores that does not have traditional barcodes, which makes making bundles or listings for Ikea really hard because you are not going to have a UPC. So if you are trying to list Ikea items, a lot of times they want you to have a GS1 barcode and you'd have to buy it, and it's like $30 a barcode. So it doesn't really work there. With bundles, I want to say you cannot put the Ikea in the title. I'll have to see where I landed on that because I tried some bundles with that last month and I can't remember the exact on where it fell. So the last 2 months, we'll say all of January, February, and boy, we are halfway through March now. Things in the reselling world have been really, really kind of crazy. They have come down on brands, they've come down on bundles, they've come down on child compliance paperwork. All the fees have gone up and shipping has gone up. And then of course products, when I'm outsourcing, I notice that all of my products that I used to pay whatever X amount is now adding anywhere from 50 cents to $1 more on the side of your cost of goods. So I have had to change and pivot, and just keeping up with it has been really rough. So let me tell you what I'm doing and trying to keep up with here. Before I even came down to Ikea, I went through all of my current Ikea listings and I double checked to see, one, did it get hit with the toy compliance paperwork, because they did that again this spring. And pretty much any stuffed animal, anything that was, a stuffed animal, a lot of toys that were new to the Amazon catalog, all got hit with toy compliance paperwork. And I had, I think, 2 or 3 Ikea items. Ikea is not one of those places that you're going to get toy safety compliance paperwork from. They're just, I think I've tried it maybe a year or 2 ago trying to find the compliance paperwork, and from my knowledge, you can't. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. If you have found toy compliance paperwork from Ikea, let me know down in the comments below. But as far as I know, you cannot. It never fails. Anywhere I think I'm parking that's not going to have a whole bunch of activity, it's like guarantee somebody's going to pull up and do this during my films. But we'll just roll with it. Ignore those people getting out of their car. So had a couple items that were in toy compliance paperwork. Then I went through each one of my other remaining, we'll call them replens, and double checked with the Ikea website to see if they were still profitable, because the fees went up and Ikea's price went up, and some of them just didn't make the cut. I have been tracking my labor for my gals that pack, and I am paying around 71 cents per item packing. So if an item is only profiting me $2 and I'm going to pay 70 cents in labor plus another 15 cents or maybe even 50 cents for a box or a bag, it's just not enough there to keep that as a replen. So we went through and we did some hard cuts. Now that I have an idea of what's left that I want to restock, what is nice is that Ikea will tell you whether it's in stock in your area or not. You can do orders for pickup, and I have done that, but it's about a $50 delivery fee. So unless if I'm having hundreds of items delivered, it makes more sense to drive down here. Ikea is less than 10 minutes from my house. So now that I've got kind of a shopping list going on, I still kind of want more, right? We're always looking for more. On Amazon's website, you can create lists, and I have been doing this for a lot of stores that I have replens or whatnot, and that I'm going to go into the store and shop, because for me, it's really easy to go through the Amazon list, take a look and say, okay, I'm in the food section. What are my food items? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at the picture, try to find it, and visually see there, versus I had been using a Google Keep list, and the Google Keep list is still good for some stores, but Amazon shopping list is also good for some stores. So I also installed Reseller this year into my Chrome browsers, and I want to say it was $100 for the year. It is so worth it. It is definitely worth it. I rarely start a program and I'm like absolutely in love with them, but programs I have started for reselling that I absolutely love: Inventory Lab, Keepa, Reseller are probably my top 3 that I just don't see me doing this business without ever again. With Reseller, I have 2 computer monitors. I can have Ikea up on one screen, Amazon up on the other screen, and I am looking at Ikea and I'm going, okay, this was $5.99, pop it into Reseller, is $5.99 plus tax. We pay 10% tax here, so it'd be right around $6.60 for my cost of goods. Plug it in. Is that a good item? Do the margins line up? It will also tell you if the item is hazmat, or just by looking, you can tell whether it's going to go into a bag or a box, and you can easily see the margins right there in front of you and tell whether that is something that you want to add to your list or not add to your list. Now, just because I add it to my list doesn't necessarily mean I can find it in Ikea, because good Lord, that store, it's just huge. My daughter says she can get lost in there, and I guess there is a game on, I don't know if your kids play, but Roblox, where you get trapped in an Ikea and then you have to build a base with the furniture, and then there's a zombie attack at night. Anyhow, Roblox is using Ikea for that, which I think is hilarious. I sometimes feel that way. I think I've had that nightmare before. Anyhow, I can easily see the margins and add it to my list, and then when I'm at the store, I will sometimes see things on sale and maybe look them up. So, I keep my eyes out for those sales, and go to the different departments, look at my list, see if I can find the item, double check by copying the ASIN from Amazon side over into Inventory Lab, and then from Inventory Lab, I go to the Keepa chart just to double check. So there's a lot of checking. You want to make sure the item moves, it's not got compliance paperwork problems, it's not in hazmat. It may seem like at the end of the day you're not going to find anything, but let me tell you, you will, and it is a lot of checking. You need to check it on many different angles to make sure that is a good seller. Now, with you guys, what I also do, so I check at home, check my replens. From my good sellers, I will often go and reverse source other people's stores, which I found somebody this week that had almost everything in their store was either from the Dollar Tree or from Ikea. So I spent like 3 hours going through their store and opening every item, looking at the prices. I mean, the Dollar Tree is now $1.25, so you could easily plug those numbers into the Reseller, and then Ikea on the other screen. And I found and added probably 10 to 20 new replen ideas just off of that work. So I was pretty excited. I don't know. It just got dark in here, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with the camera. Okay, so the other ways that I go on the screen with my home computer is typing in the word Ikea and then different other keywords. Maybe Ikea kitchen, maybe Ikea utensils, maybe Ikea toys, Ikea sheets, shower curtains, whatever comes to mind that you enjoy packing, or you think the margins, or you think the desire is going to be there for, and do a bunch of different of those combinations. I also sometimes will type in Ikea bundle, Ikea lot, Ikea set, those types of words to see what people have grouped up together that I might be able to get in on, such as toddler dishes. There is like 50 different bundles of Ikea dish sets gearing towards kids that people have put together. Unfortunately, most of them were not money makers, but there is a lot of them out there. when I'm in Ikea, I already told you that I will look at stuff that's on sale, and it's good to use their name. You know how they have funky names? Just put that into Amazon and you should be able to find listings for it. And then last way is before going in, I may do some sourcing on the phone, just out in the parking lot here. It's nice and quiet, and my house has been a little hectic this morning. Not in a bad way, just we were trying to put a couch back together this morning, and it was a struggle bus. But I think we eventually won. We lost a screw, but that's okay. I don't even know how we lost a screw. It's like, where could it go? It's still in the house. But anyhow, nice and quiet in the car. So I'm going to switch over to one of my apps, and let's do some sourcing together. And then I'm going to go in and do some purchasing. We are in Amazon Seller app, and we're just going to type in Ikea Utensils. There we go. And take a look at things. And I'm going to go through and look at rank first, and then kind of price, because rank, it doesn't matter if you buy it. If it's not going to move, then it's not really good. And then I also don't really look at anything that doesn't have any rank, which I'm just not going to do that today. But I have found things in the past that have 0 rank, but they are selling, and it's weird. And I don't understand the why. I just know that sometimes the keep a chart, you will see it moving, but there's no, it's not got any rank. It's rank 0, but I sell many of them a month. And then anything that kind of looks interesting, I'm just going to take a screenshot of it. So here we go. We've got a rail, and let's see here, 55 centimeters and 21 3/4 inch. So I'm not sure dimensions, and I don't know what's kind of going on there. But we've got almost $8 to play with. This to me feels like a $3 item or something, so I will check that out. I'm not going to do too many of these because I already got quite a bit in there in my, replens to go in there and find. But I always like finding 1 or 2 more items, because your replens, they go in and out, right? They might be good for a little while, and then they're not so good, and you have to cut them. And I did a lot of cutting. All right, on this one where you see there's no fees or anything, you got to click on it, which again, I don't know, and it's only $3.49, so that's not enough meat on any bones for me there. Yeah, the amount of stupidity with Amazon and Amazon Seller Central this last couple of months has been ridiculous. Look at that, IKEA Congress garlic press. We've got almost $9 to play with. That feels like a $5 item. And I say it feels like a $5 item because really, if you shop at Ikea a lot, you kind of get used to what their prices are. What do we got here? And I'm sorry if this is really dark. It's on, I already looked, it's on max, what do you call it? The max. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. The max brightness on the phone, and I don't know why it's acting like that. $4.60, not quite enough. Oh, we've got a grater. This is almost 200,000 in rank, so not really good enough. It is got $11. There's only 2 offers. I'm gonna pass on that because of rank. I really want under 100,000. We've got some spatulas there, a little too much on the rank, too much on the rank. Let's see if we can find 1 or 2 more items together. Ooh, hooks. Only $7 buy price. So this is another good thing to talk about. I typically want to find something that's over $15 going for, under 100,000 in rank, and that I'm going to make at least like 50% ROI. So here we, oh no, that's 300. Can't see all the zeros. I was going to say those tongs looked good, but no, we've got a whisk. We've got more utensils. 100 and, no, that's 1 million. 1, 2, 3. I wish I'd put the commas in there. That would make things easier. Then I would be better. Now, some of these items that are showing at 0 rank, they might sell. So if I were on my computer, I could easily see the Keep a chart because it's integrated when you click on the items, and that's why I like to look at the purchasing side because then I can see that Keep a chart right away and see if it's moving, because if it's got 0 rank but it's moving, those are great listings to get on because a lot of people are skipping them. Okay, utensils is kind of running out. We're going to just let's type in forks. There we go. This is kind of one of those bundles that I was telling you about with the kids stuff. They have a lot of different bundles like that. Now, Amazon is on this. Amazon be selling IKEA stuff. I wonder if they have an agreement. They must have an agreement. So you're not going to make much off of this. In fact, you'll probably lose money. And there's a whole bunch of FBA people that are down to $6.99. So I bet you this does sell really well, and either people are getting it I have found IKEA stuff at liquidation centers. So they might be getting it at liquidation centers, or they're just lowballing to get the inventory out. I have had to do that with some items. I've got some meltables, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get rid of these before April 15th. And yeah, I'm going to lose 30 cents, but I'd rather get back $3 or $4 and lose 30 cents than to have 100 things of chocolate at my house. So this one's got $8.40 to play with. Let's see here. It's got 4 items. If each item was, we'll say if each item was even $2, we're still losing money. So that's not a good one, but there's a lot of those that are like that. What do we got here? A rail hook. I guess we can look at it. It's got good rank. Oh my gosh, come on, phone. You can do it. You can do it. Load. Okay, I guess we're not looking at that one today. I don't have the patience for that. My patience is gone after the whole couch thing. Ikea Flatware. What is the margins on that? I'm curious because flatware is going to be a little on the heavy side. I've been fighting with Amazon all week. 11.61. Interesting. Okay. I'm curious. I'm gonna price out their flatware when I'm in there, just so that I know. That's a little too high in the rank. I have a listing that, you know how when you have a child parent listing, and let's say, you have clothing and the child is color, right? That's not exactly what mine is, but similar. And you have your listing, you have different colors. You got red, blue, green. Well, I have my variation. I can't add any more variations. Let's go to a different one. Let's do bathroom. I'm just picking things out of the blue. So I tried to go add more variations to my stupid listing, and it says that variation theme is no longer applicable. And I need to create a new listing with the themes available. So I did, and guess what? That stupid theme is still available. I can't get anywhere. I've been bumping heads. I called, and the lady on the phone was like, yeah, it's a problem in the system, blah, blah, blah. How much do you think this bath mat is worth? I'll see if they have the alligator in there. So I called, and the lady's like, yeah, it's a problem with the system. They got to fix it in the back end, blah, blah, blah. And they have not. And every time I get a generic canned response, and they don't even, I'm looking at this one while we're talking here. Oops, the one above. And there was only $5 to play with. The fees were going to be way too high. Okay, I swear. Never mind. Maybe I was looking at the other one. $4.60. Yeah, $4.60 is not enough to play with. So anyhow, I keep getting generic responses no matter what I type in, and they keep giving me responses that have like nothing to do with what I'm actually talking about. They just tell me over and over that I can create a variation listing by going to this website, blah, blah, blah. No, not working. $8.69. I don't know how much the toilet seat is, but we'll take a look. We've got napkins, no rank. Too high. I can't even tell. What is that? Connector? Now it's back to bright. I did nothing on my phone and it's back to bright. Why are these going for so much? What is this? What does it do? I have no idea. I have sold things that I have no idea what they're doing too. $5. There's already 13 people on it. Okay, I just want to know what that is. I will flag it for later. We've got baskets, pegboards. Pegboards seem really heavy. Ooh, a whole child's potty. That'd be kind of big to ship, but that's okay. $11, and that's too much. Not enough. Too much on the price and the fees. We've got a green potty at $13. No, that's too low. Clothes racks. $8.25. I have bought those clothes racks and used them for work and eBay stuff before. They are the cheapest ones that you can get. Let's just type in curtain. I'm getting bored with this one. Curtain. Oh, if I spelled it right, that would help, huh? Curtain. What do we got? $52 on, what is this one? Revita. 2 pair. 1, 2. Freaking, why is it going for so much? 1 pair going for $54? Huh. Well, now I'm curious on that. That'd be nice. I'd love some $54 sales. We've got some clips. Clips are good. How much are clips? Holy smokes, there's 40 sellers on it. 34 sellers on it. $1.91. Oh, shush, car. I'll turn the car off. It's honking at me. Alright. We got to do some more sourcing on the computer because this is probably my least favorite way. But we're going to go into Ikea, see if I find anything with y'all. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. But I'll be back either way. Alright, so we are in Ikea, and this is an example of using the app. I typed in Ikea measuring cup. In front of me, I see the 34-ounce glass. I see the little measuring spoons, and the glass would be kind of a pain to ship, but not really. I mean, I pack glass stuff all the time. It's not that big of a deal. But if we click on it, it is $5.99. Scroll down, we're gonna grab that, and copy, and paste. So I'm gonna add in at least $1 for a box and bubble wrap, so $7. And it would be profitable. So I'd be making $4 off of $7. That's a little bit more than 50% ROI. There we go. There is a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Now let's go over here and go back. I want to see these measuring spoons. Trying to figure out how much the measuring spoons are. One says, let's see here, measuring spoons set of 4, $5.99. $8.99. Measuring cups set of 4. Okay, so $8.99. I don't think that's gonna work. I thought they'd be cheaper. You can sometimes go and find like a price scanner, check things. I've done that before. Stick it in the top of my cart and then find a little scanner, see how much it is at the stores. I mean, it's $9. Why is it so much? Yeah, you're not making any money off of it. And then it's got a mixing bowl. Okay, things are a little not quite correct here. Measuring cup set of 4. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, heat resistant glass. Never mind. $5.99. Apologies for that. So $6, you'd be getting $2 back. That is about a 33% ROI. Those, another bolo for you. All right, I got to move on and get, people are staring at me. Here is the keep it chart for some measuring spoons versus the measuring cups. You know, I'm like, well, if the measuring cups do well, maybe the measuring spoons do well. Not so much. This is the keep it chart. This is for 1,000 days, 5 months, and I'm not logged in. Oh, hold on, let me log in. There we go, that's better. Not that it really changes the decision of not to buy, but as you can see, it has had like one sale a long time ago. Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can click on year. The buttons are small. So in the last year, it's moved once or twice. This is one that I really wouldn't get in on. The keep it chart just does not support. But if you were really wanting to try this, you could get one or two, and or make a listing pairing this with the better selling measuring cups and see if the measuring cups plus the measuring spoons, if you could get the price for the set to be less than purchasing each of them individually. That's the type of bundle that I would make. I'm not going to do it today because I've got 10 million other things on my list to do. So if you want to steal that idea, go for it. So I wanted to walk you through an example of, it didn't turn out to be good, but an example of what I run into. So there is a large bin full of rainbow bags. And, you know, we've got Pride Month coming up in June, and they're kind of fun bags. They're great for the beach. They're $1.49 a piece. So I type in IKEA rainbow bags. We get some other sponsored items here that are not IKEA. Then we've got some different rainbow bags. It is not the giant one. It is not that second one, but that's a 2-pack. I do like the third one that they've taken a small bag and a large bag. So I'm going to be looking out for both of those if I can find them. And then we've got a large bag, and the one that I'm sitting in front is this one right here with the two small 13 liters, 27 by 27. So I go ahead and I click on that because that's what I found. If I did wind up getting to this, I usually just add it to my basket right away. That's why I have so many things down in my basket, because then I can go, when I go to list these later, I could grab it from there. These were not good, but if you go down, you can make sure everything's right. We've got a description here, make sure everything lines up exactly. I found a cat, like a cat bed thing, but the pattern on the inside was not what was on the listing, so you do want to match up. Here's where we grab that ASIN. So I would just copy it, which I already did, copy paste into Inventory Labs, Scoutify. From here you can go and hit the research button and go to the keep a chart. But just looking at these, they're $1.49 each, so it'd be $3 plus tax, $3.30. I would be losing money. Now the rank is also pretty bad. It's 955,000. So unfortunately, this is not a good one, but there could be reasons why it's not good. We can go to the keep a chart, maybe. And my glasses are fogging up because of my mask. We still have mask mandates until Monday, I believe. And let's see here. It looks like that $10 price is about what it's going at. If we go back, look maybe in June, July, did it go up? It was $20-esque, and then it quickly went down. So not a good buy for a few reasons there. But if it had been a good buy, then I would have added it to my cart and or added it to my IKEA list on my phone, so I could easily go pull it later and not have to go through the whole searching for it again and finding out the name, etc. And a step further, you can also add things to your list down in here, the little add button. You can add it to a buy list. So several different ways. You know, there's a lot of different ways to do sourcing. I'm just trying to throw out some ideas and find which way works best for you, what flow works good. There we go. The sun has come out and I've left my sunglasses at home. But good time at IKEA. Did a lot of things multitasking along with filming. Wound up getting $400 worth of items, 416 $400.16. And 4 items are new to me, and I only got enough of whatever was in the listing to get about 3. That's kind of my go-to number with new items, especially Ikea that has a lot of flags. And I have had listings taken down on Ikea for trademark infringement if people don't build the listings right, and toy compliance recently. So the last thing you want to do is put a lot of money into something and have it get shut down for whatever reason. And this year seems to be particularly bad with that. I had a listing shut down from Trader Joe's this week. It was on some plum syrup or something. And again, I only bought a couple. Luckily, I will only have 1 returned to me, and the other 2 got sold. Again, that's why I buy 3. And it got shut down because it was not categorized as a food item. I'm like, yes, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was, but whatever. I mean, you can sit there and argue with Amazon, and some battles are worth it, some battles aren't. My 1 pack of plum syrup was not worth the battle when I've got like 3 other raging right now. So I got 4 new items to try, and I got 3 of each of those, and then the other 3 items I got are replens, and that's out of probably a dozen or so replens that I had at Ikea. And between Ikea raising their price and FBA raising their price, they are not good right now. Some of them I'm like on the cusp of being good or bad, so I've gone ahead and just closed those listings versus deleting them out of my inventory altogether. And I will revisit them in a month and see if prices are better, because as our prices increase, Amazon's prices are going to increase, and then the margins might be back to good. You know, it's just too soon to tell, because people are still going to want stuff. They're still going to want stuff at Ikea, and there's just a lot of, we need the dust to settle. What else is going on? After this, I am off to, I've got a return at Ross, a return at TJ Maxx. I will probably do the Ross one. I was going to swing by and swing into grocery outlets, Big Lots, and possibly Dollar Trees. That was kind of on my to-do list today. But I needed to get Ikea done because I'd been saying I was going to go to Ikea for like a week and a half now, and I just hadn't. With Big Lots and the grocery outlet and Dollar Tree, what I like to do is go to my map, type in just whatever Dollar Tree, see the, you know, what it shows, it search this area, right? And, you know, it'll have different dots all around. I'll take a screenshot of that and then do it for Big Lots and then do it for grocery outlet, and then kind of look at all 3 maps on where I'm at and see, you know, plan out my route. And I try not to do more than a couple of stores at a time, because then it just gets too crazy and you spend more of your time driving and less time sourcing. That is it for this video, folks. I was just going to focus on Ikea today. With the toy compliance thing, last thing I just remembered to say was, with the toy compliance items, what I will do is, most of them are all due in April. So I am selling out, and then I will just not be on that listing for, you know, till the end of April. And then I will restart sourcing toys come May. And the toys that are left in the catalog come May haven't been flagged for their toy compliance paperwork, or compliance paperwork got submitted, or their new listings, and, you know, shouldn't be flagged. But they did a round of compliance things last year about this time, and then again in around Christmas time, I want to say. So it seems like Amazon's doing it about twice a year, and I'll just fill in and not go deep on any of the toys on the in-between. You know, for me, deep on Ikea is like 20. I don't really get much more than that because of the amount of issues with stuff on Ikea. And I do like to frequently replan it because it is close to my house. So figure out what is close to you. Learn the ins and outs and everything upside down with it, and then use it to your advantage. All right, guys, take care and have a great day.